Thanks for tuning in to the Mr. Show. I, redpillrixter. Yo, conversations that add value. And follow me on Instagram at King Turbo Canada or the Mr. Show. All right, let's just get right into it, people. I'm telling you right now, and I'm telling you like this. It's the Mr. Show. And we got a thing called Haux-Flation. We're also going to talk a little bit about men and overweight women and dating in the overweight women scene, if you want to call it that. And we got a few other things going on right here.
Oh, he needs some milk.
On the Mr. Show. Let's get right into it.
Haux-Flation, so modern men have to work 5 times harder than their grandfathers did for women 20 times worse than what their grandmothers were.
One time I let this guy take me out to dinner, and after we ordered our food, I go to check my phone. I'm on my phone for like 30 seconds.
Womp womp.
He got up and left.
Yeah.
He didn't even say anything either. He just quietly got up and left.
Where'd he go?
Consider this, right? Most guys, the average guy today, his granddad had to put in a quarter of the work to get the kind of woman that is 4 times as amazing.
Look at her face. All right, that's explaining the thing called Haux-Flation.
Oh, he needs some milk.
Right? When the simps weren't around, when real men stood up and alpha male it. Right? So that's called Haux-Flation. Now, your grandfather did not have to work so hard, and he had a woman that was 20 times better than the chicks that we got going on today. So, yo, Haux-Flation, finish it up.
To get the kind of woman that is 4 times as
20.
amazing
20
as the woman he's attracted.
Oh, you're talking
like
about
his grandmother was an amazing woman and,
Right.
and a very, very feminine, natural woman, and his granddad really didn't have to do the kind of work he has to do right now as a young man in the Western world.
So you're talking about Haux-Flation.
That's the word.
Oh, he needs some milk.
Haux-Flation. You find yourself in the friend zone. You find yourself buying things, supporting her emotionally, picking up her kids from daycare, dropping off birthday presents on her kids' birthdays. We talking about stuff that we have to do that we never had to do. But the women nowadays, they're not doing the things that mama and grandma used to do. They're not cooking and cleaning. They're not keeping, what's the word? Submissive. All right, let's continue on. Haux-Flation. Let's continue on, yeah.
Haux-Flation, so modern men have to work 5 times harder than their grandfathers did for women 20 times worse than what their grandmothers were.
You like that?
Watch me hit rock bottom.
Bud. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so now into this plus size women. Okay, so this plus size women issue, some women say that men are trying to get at them just because it's a fetish kind of a vibes, right? So plus size women, what we got to say about that? Let's read along together, people. As a plus size woman, there's expectations that you should only date overweight men. But all right, continue on.
Plus-sized woman, there's this expectation that you should only date overweight men. But what if you aren't attracted to plus-sized men? All right, these women open up about dealing with the stigma of being plus-sized and refusing to settle and date overweight men. From dealing with harsh criticisms to feelings of guilt for their preferences, find out what they had to say.
Sorry.
Hold on. I caught that. So if you're plus size, but you say you don't want to date plus size men, isn't that kind of hypocritical, y'all? All right, let's see what these ladies got to say of why it is that as a plus size woman, they're only interested and they're only satisfied by dating physically fit men, like non-plus size men. And I feel like plus size men should date plus size women. Slim dudes date slim women. Stay in your range, bro. Stay in your range. Otherwise, expect some kind of disappointment. All right, let's continue.
Even in when they're writing, she says settle for a plus size person. They're assuming just because.
Oh shoot! Did you see what that just said? Let's read that together. Throw a candy bar on the table and see which one.
Oh, he needs some milk.
Bruh. Let's continue on.
Says that you like someone who's not plus size, that then you're settling for someone who is plus size. That's already like a negative connotation. You can be attracted to whatever you are attracted to without putting enough.
Rewind.
they had to say no.
Sorry, just even in like when they're writing, she says settle for a plus size person. They're assuming just because that you like someone who's not plus size that then you're settling for someone who is plus size. That's already like a negative connotation. You can be attracted to whatever you are attracted to without putting another thing down. Like when I'm talking to a man, and usually the men I talk to, yeah, they're fit-bodied men. I'm attracted to athletic men.
Okay.
I was athletic growing up my entire life.
I got nothing.
I was also like 212 as a competitive figure skater, beating girls who were much smaller than me. So I'm always attracted to things that I do. I like to run every day. I like to work out. And so I'm attracted to men that are like that. And I feel like...
Yeah. Let's see who's listening in on the call.
It's okay to just like what you like, because they're obviously still attracted to me too with their shape. You just got to like what you like. Get in where you fit in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like for me, I don't really have a type. Because I really am attracted to a man that I like on an intellectual, like mental, emotional, like all the other things you would connect with a human being with. I feel like I'm more attracted to that versus their looks. And when I think about like plus size guys and like athletic guys or fit guys, I can only really speak from like my experience, and it feels like the guys that come after me or the guys that are like showing interest are like gym bros, like super fit, super athletic, hygiene not being good. I've dated 2 really fit guys with 6-packs and they stunk. And I'm just like, so it's really just not the plus size people. There's some smelly.
All right, so that was a stigma that plus size people have to fight all the time. Yeah, okay, long story short is that, yeah, there's like a swappy kind of a moldy kind of smell, right? Kind of like what they're saying about the BBLs nowadays. So she's debunking that myth. Let's continue on, see what she's saying. Check it out.
Guys out there and they're fit, so.
With me, I'm attracted to guys that they can inspire me. So kind of what the article said, I agree. I, as a plus size girl, wouldn't date someone who's plus size.
I have a problem with that. If you are plus size, how dare you say you won't date a plus size person? I actually have a problem with that. And then if a guy that you're dating or trying to date is like a fit dude or muscle dude or whatever, and he rejects you, do you get upset about that, or do you accept the fact that he should want to date someone that's just as physically fit as him? So I don't like the fact that a plus size woman would say that she wouldn't date a plus size man. That's kind of hypocritical. Let's go.
Why is that?
Because I want a guy who I can look at and admire and be like, oh, like I would like to be that way. I would like to date someone who's fit, obviously, because I want them to be strong.
Hold on. So doesn't the guy want someone that he could look at too, and it looks like eye candy, and he could admire it as well? Rewind a little bit there. Let's go. Jeez.
Why is that?
Because I want a guy who I can look at and admire and be like, oh, like I would like to be that way. I would like to date someone who's fit, obviously, because I want them to be strong and all this stuff. But yeah, I guess it kind of seems hypocritical because some people are like, well, you're plus size. You should date someone who's plus size, or you should at least consider it. And it's like, yeah, but we have our preferences, and I would like to date someone who is fit because I can admire them. They can also help me improve in my fitness journey, because I truly believe that when you're in a relationship with someone, you two influence each other so much. And I will like someone who can kind of help me in an area that maybe I'm struggling in.
But what if you're with a guy who's fit? And
that sounds good. It sounds good, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, girl. Go.
Because you're plus size, and then you are inspired so much by him that you lose weight, and then he becomes unattractive to you.
These guys are reaching for straws. So she's saying, what if you meet a guy who, I guess, met you plus size, and then you end up losing weight because you're inspired by him, and then he ends up not being attracted to you because you lost the weight? Yo.
And he likes you because you're plus size, and then you are inspired so much by him that you lose weight, and then he becomes unattracted to you.
That's like a fetish almost?
I think it depends how you look at it, right? You can just genuinely be attracted to something like this without fetishizing it. Right? So I think it depends. It's how the person talks to you, how they treat you. You can usually tell if they're really quick to be handsy with you. Usually it's a fetishized thing. If it's a short, quick thing or something they don't want to take anytime, not real dates, that's why someone like me will require something that's you're proving that this is
Yeah.
not just some sort of fetish. Yeah, but I mean,
Because what you said, what makes me think it might be a fetish is like if they were to lose attraction for you, if you were to lose some weight.
Right.
That's to me is kind of like
Exactly. That would make it a fetish, right? That's true. Good
they.
talk.
I mean, I would hope that they like. Obviously, physical attraction is important, but I would hope that they
I mean, I feel
like
like
you for.
that's going to be the
you,
guy
you know?
though. Like, is he kind of a douchebag? Because he can do the same thing to his wife who was thin when he met her, and then get her pregnant, and now she's got gained some weight, and now he's lost attraction to her.
Interesting. The perspectives are interesting. So, ladies, if you have a little bit of extra on you, if you feel like you're a plus size model, plus size queen, plus size empress, plus size boss, whatever it is, leave a comment. Let me hear what you got to say. Like and subscribe, yo. Because these ladies are defending it for real, and you can't tell them any different right now still. So let's see. Do you think that plus size people should be open to dating other plus size people? That would really be the question.
Nothing wrong with him, right? Because she changed from when he met her.
Is that something you've encountered though? Like you
Yeah.
started losing weight and the guy started losing.
I've
like,
not encountered someone just like I've got respectfully a dope personality, so you're gonna fall in love with me. But
Okay.
if you did decide, I have had
Right.
men who've been like they wanted to like feed me. I like to work out. I mean, I do like my sweet things, but it's not something I gorge on.
Wait, they like to
Like,
but like
That's fetish. That's 100% fetish. They want to feed you, and you're a big girl? Come on.
can they just like a normal sort of way?
he
Because
just-
there's
he
some
want-
like weird. You know what I mean?
It was
Feederisms.
weird. It was a little weird.
What's it called?
Feederism.
So they like
Feederism. Feederism. Let's see that. Feederism. All right, I'm gonna Google that.
Wanted
Like
to
they
make
get
me
off. They
cookies.
get hard if they watch you eat.
Yeah, he wanted to.
Have you
He
guys
wanted to feed
encountered-
me.
I'm not big
cookies.
enough for that. I got to be twice
No,
my
you don't.
size.
I was my size, and
I'm talking about feederism. Have you experienced that?
Well, he wanted to feed me cookies. Yeah, he wanted me to. He wanted like he was like, I want to make cookies. I want you to eat cookies. Like
And was
that's
it-
my
He
favorite
wants to
food.
look at you eat it.
Like yeah, I
let
was
me
like,
see
I
you.
was
never
like,
Let me
experienced
see you
that.
eat.
yeah, and I've had guys who like, bro, I want to eat, let's eat
Let
together,
me
and I'm like,
rewind.
at the same time, like you gotta eat, and like I do like nice food, like.
Did you see a little bit of steam there? A little bit of heat? Shorty over here with the teal. Is that? Well, anyway, she gave a little bit of heat to the chick in the glasses. Let's see what's going on here.
Watch you eat.
Yeah, he wanted to.
Have you
He
guys
wanted to
encountered-
feed me cookies.
I'm not big enough for that. I got to be
Okay, no, it's just a little bit before that. Let's go.
normal sort of way
he
because
just-
there's
he
some
wanted-
like weird. You know what I
It
mean?
was
Feederisms.
weird. It was a little weird.
What's it called?
Feederism. It's okay.
So they like
They
wanted
like
to
they
make
get
me
off. They get
cookies.
hard if they watch you eat.
Yeah, he
All right, so here's watch her face.
wanted to.
Have you
He
guys
wanted to feed
encountered-
me cookies.
I'm not big enough for that. I got to be twice
No,
my
you don't.
size.
I was my size, and
I'm talking about feederism. Have
Right
you
there.
experienced that?
Well, he wanted to feed me cookies. Yeah,
Right
he
there.
wanted me to. He wanted like he was like,
See
I
your
want to
face?
eat cookies. I want you to eat cookies. Like
And was
that's
it-
my
He
favorite
wants to
food.
look at you eat it.
Like yeah, I
let
was
me
like,
see
I
you.
was like,
Let me see you
that.
eat.
yeah, and I've had guys who like people are like, I want to take you out to eat. Let's eat together, and I'm like, at the same time, like you got to eat, and like I do like nice food, like, but I don't feel like they're.
But are you saying it's something beyond? Because I'm obviously like it's for anybody, like a dinner date. That's a pretty normal thing. But was it going beyond that to like he wants you to like stuff your face?
I
and,
mean, like we
you
didn't
know?
get that far, right? Because I'm not gonna sit there and do that for you.
Size. There
I
are
feel
people like that, but
But it's the
I don't
same
want
way
them.
when she said earlier that the guys who date thin women, if they were to gain weight, they're like, "Sorry, Charlie, I'm
I
out
cheated
of
on
here."
you because
so
of
like
da-da-da.
her body also changed from like thin to fat,
Yeah.
and then the vitamins.
yeah, because the woman's body does fluctuate.
Like when I think about my future husband, like I know that the kind of man that I want, he's probably going to expect a certain something from me. So every day, whatever I presented to him to get him, I want to continue to give that to him while we're married. So I want to continue to look good every day. I want to continue to do my hair. I want to continue to care about myself.
yes.
And I want to present. I don't want to let myself go just because. And so here's the thing, and I'm not going to attack you, but when you say that you aspire to be him or you look up to him, that's in a way saying that you don't like what you have right now. And you told me already, you hit the gym. So you're not an example of someone who's being unhealthy, right? But you in your mind have told yourself that because of the way you look,
Okay, Snaky. That was wrong for that editing. It's funny as hell, though.
right? But you in your mind have told yourself that because of the way you look, it is unhealthy because I aspire to be something that is like him.
Thanks for tuning in to the Mr. Show. I, redpillrixter. So just leave me your, your comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Trying to grow this channel. So we went from Haux-Flation down to the overweight lover in the house. So what do you think about that? Do you think that overweight people should date overweight people? Or do you think everybody should be able to date everybody? Do you think that men that are dating overweight women are fetishizing them? Do you think that overweight women fetishize slim dudes? Because I'll tell you, as a slim dude, these girls don't ramp. They don't play, you know, they'll grab my arm, eh? Seeing overweight women seem to have this fetish themselves for slim dudes. So you tell me about that in the comment section. I Red Pill Rixter. Thanks for tuning in to the Mr. Show. Oh yeah.